play.
I don't even think you're trying.
I got somebody at work wants me to try Star Citizen, which I have been interested in since the very first day they announced that project. And every single time I go to look into it, I decide not to because it looks like a complete clusterfuck. But the game looks like they're progressing on it. 3/8 out or something now. And yeah, you're playing that mains, aren't you? But like I was watching a video today where a guy was talking about ships he has in his hangar and what he likes. Half of them haven't even come out yet, even though he's bought them. They don't exist. And the one ship he has he really likes, they've changed 3 times, like dramatically. Like it was a cargo hauler that had heavy guns. They took all the guns away and they made it the Caterpillar or something. Then they made it really heavy armor, and then they took that away. Now it doesn't have either. But you pay real money for those ships. Like some of them are $100. Some of them are $400. But I'm like, if I spent $400 on a ship, there's no fucking way I wouldn't burn something to the ground if they took all of a sudden like heavy weapons off of it. Like, right? Holy shit, are you kidding me? So it's like $45 to start or something, and you get some starter kit thing, or you can buy like a starter kit up to say $100. It comes with a pretty decent ship.
This thing's been in motion
Mando
for
and
7 years.
Ship getting like. Oh yeah. I can see where Mandalorian would want to inspire you to play. Like, I want it to be good. The day they announced it, like I heard about it, and I freaked out about it. But then there was all this drama about how the guy's running the company and his brother's running something, and now they're coming out with some like new side game, and some of the game isn't being released for the main game until that side game comes out, and it's like it's the most clusterfuck thing in the world, and I cannot for the life of me understand how that project is still continuing to move forward, other than there's a bunch of people playing it and are paying like $400 a ship. So like it's weird. It's pay to win from what I can tell, because the ships matter and they're better, and you can spend a hell of a lot of money for good ones. So that puts a bad taste in my mouth. But when you look at the gameplay when it's running well, it actually looks really good. It's a free fly weekend and a little while ago. You have to take a spin in a $400 ship. Some things like 12 to 16 crews fully operating it. Crazy. Spin that. Yeah. I mean, if the ship took 12 to 16 people and you all pitched in to buy the ship and you actually crewed it and ran around, that'd be neat. It's hard enough to get people on all the time to pilot something like that, though. But if you had a dedicated crew that was going to run around on a legit spaceship and you could all split the cost, that'd be different. That'd be way different.
How is Steam classifying Mordau as a battle royale?
It kind of is.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, you're all in a... Not in like this traditional sense, but... I just want all these red dots to go away.
Your red dot.
I mean, a little
Hey,
bit.
it's already installed.
What is?
Cuisine Royale.
Oh. Mordau's awesome. I'd play that more.
I honestly have only seen like 30 seconds of it, and I just started judging it because I didn't care.
Really? It's so fun.
I'd check it out again. Because that's like bow and arrow, isn't it?
Oh no, you can be a knight with armor and pole arms and swords and shields and maces, and it's just a giant. There's 2 sides, red and blue, and it's just a giant battlefield. And you drop in as a class, and depending on your classes, you have different weapons and some kind of perks. And there's a little bit of a leveling system. It's not drastic, and it doesn't change the game a whole lot. And then you just get on this battlefield with a bunch of other people and you go try to cut their limbs off and take their castle. It's pretty awesome. Or defend the castle. Plus thousands of real life tech go to real flight. Oh yeah. Yeah. So like, this is the same stuff I saw because I play Elite Dangerous a little bit. I should get back into that game. But like watching some of these guys on YouTube show off their rigs for Elite Dangerous with the VR and the joysticks and the pedals and it's serious money that they're dumping on that. And I can imagine it's the same for this game. Do they have VR support in Star Citizen? Oh, would be great. Okay. Yeah, that would be intense. But a lot of people that I read on Star Citizen are also buying throttles and things like that. I think Popo was on earlier. Nemesis, I think he's played Star Citizen too. If there was a group of guys that wanted to play, I'd look into it seriously. Like if I had to spend $45 or something, that wouldn't be so bad. But like $400 ship wouldn't happen. That'd be sick. I mean, if the game was if the game was what it was supposed to be, and it was there and that mature, and it actually ran like as promised, then buying a $400 ship for a game like that probably honestly wouldn't be that bad. Though you could buy like several ships for that cost, so I'd probably just buy a bunch of smaller ships, not one that had to be crewed by 16 people. Charge rifle.
Wow. So, I'm in this game, and one of the things I just found is a buttocks protection.
Buttocks protection? Yeah, like a pan. That's a PUBG reference, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Because if you put the pan on, it hangs over your butt, and if you get shot, it actually acts as armor.
What the one I have on is like a 3-inch deep saucepan. There's
Awesome.
also a waffle maker. Oh, there's also a waffle maker protecting my knees. And
what I think is stupid is that you have to also get insurance on your ship to get them back when they crash. Game bugs out, kills you. Does the insurance cost real money, or is it in-game currency? Because if it's a reasonable amount of in-game currency, that actually I think that would add some fun weight to the game. Because if it's real money, then that can fuck off. that could totally fuck off. But if it was
like that,
Tarkov
to buy insurance and shit.
Yeah, but that's in-game currency, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you buy a $400 ship, all right, hold on a second. Let's get out of this stupid. Probably good because I have a screen stream down to 720, but
oh, I finally have a gun.
modes, how to play media.
Some Aztec coins. Ooh.
Is there a store? Pledge store?
You need a toilet?
Ships. View all the ships. They not put the price right on the outside. I'm sure the ones at the bottom are the most expensive ones. These are land cruisers.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, it doesn't show prices anymore. I thought this used to show prices. It's a cool looking ship. Oh, view buying options. This ship's $125. You tell me I'm going to spend $125 on this thing, and I'd have to buy insurance with extra. All right, let's see how that. Star Citizen. Let's explain. Ship insurance. What is insurance? Pilots and Star Citizen purchase insurance policies in game for their fleet to ensure that ships will be replaced should they get destroyed or stolen. There's a ASAP terminal. Ship options include insurance. How does that work? How do I pay? Doesn't really tell me much. Basically, ships are bought with cash. Basically, the ships that players bought with cash have lifetime insurance, which basically means that they don't have to re-up their premiums after a certain period of time. But for 3.0, it is not really going to make much difference because every ship has insurance, so you're getting the ship back if it's destroyed. So if we went out, upgraded, bought some new components, weapons, put them on the ship, then you lost the ship, those components and weapons would be gone. You'll just have to get the default starter back. It doesn't sound like you have to pay for the insurance. Or at least, it sounds like after 3.0, all ships have basic insurance. And before that, every ship that you spend actual cash on has like... I mean, that's kind of a bummer. To me, the in-game currency should be some reasonable price for insurance based on the value of your... Like, yeah, you should be able to get the base... If you spend $400 on a ship, you absolutely should get that ship back no matter what. No matter who steals it, blows it up, crashes it, whatever. You should be able to go get that back. But it would just be none of the upgrades you purchased after that would be available, per se. Unless they were also paid for by cash. If you paid for it by cash, you should just get it back. If there's in-game upgrades and currency that you spend on the ship to pimp it out, and you want to insure against that kind of stuff, then you should pay in-game currency for an insurance policy. That's actually kind of cool, because it adds kind of a... Ops. I mean, I don't know. I'm just... This post here on PC Gamer says... After 3.0, all ships have basic insurance. And it sounds like that means you'll get the ship back, just with none of the upgrades you purchased or any of the pimping you've done. Because after 3.0, because every ship has insurance, so you're getting back the base ship if it's destroyed. So if you went out and upgraded and bought some new components, weapons, and put them on the ship, then you lost your ship, those components would be gone. You'll just have to start with the default ship back. So it sounds like they're not taking away ship. I wouldn't mind it, like if you bought ships with in-game currency, that'd be pretty neat to like have that currency, like that ecosystem where if you actually lost the ship, I mean that would put a lot of weight on the system. But if you're paying hard, cold, real world cash for in-game components, that can fuck right off. Because I mean, this stuff's cool. Like this ship looks neat. What's this guy? Buy option. This one. This one there was buying option. I mean, this is a cool looking ship, but I mean, to buy this thing outright, it's $125. That's insane to me. I mean, again, not if the game was stable, not if the game was running the way that it was promised in the beginning to be this like super epic MMO and this whole universe was flushed out and there was multiple solar systems live, which I think they're putting more systems up, but like there'd have to be dozens of solar systems to explore and like planets and ecosystems, and there would have to be a hell of a lot of content in that game for me to drop $125 on just one ship. And most people are going to want multiple ships depending on what job you're doing, like cargo haulers, fighters, you know, type of stuff. Some of these must not be available yet because they don't have buy options. This one's $70. Look at this tiny guy. I mean, these ships are a legitimate amount of money. I don't know. I would like to try it someday. Maybe if they have another free fly weekend, I'll actually go through the trouble of... This is some kind of mining ship. The Mule. It's cool looking. I mean, the game looks great. Like, these sets and the graphics look great. But here you go. This thing's a $275 ship. If you want the big one, apparently it's $350. $315. Are you kidding me?
More ammo.
I'd have to be making a hell of a lot of money off stream. That's all I say. Like, if all of a sudden I had 100 plus odd constant viewers and, you know, several of them were pitching in, that's the only way I would ever be motivated to drop that type of money. Like, it'd have to be part of the cost into my stream to make it worth money. I don't know. That's so much money just for a mining ship. Well, this is interesting too, because we're on 3.8 now, and this says when you buy it, and it has 6 months included insurance. So what the hell does that mean compared to what we were just reading? So after 6 months,
this person's got to be sad.
that's $52 a month you'd pay if all of a sudden you lost that thing after 6 months. 6 months in one day, some space pirate rolls up next to your ship and blows you away just to get at all that ore you mined. I mean, it's cool.
Not gonna lie, this game's not half bad.
I hate you.
It's kind of like a fun version of PUBG,
There is no fun version of PUBG.
right?
And all these like ground units and stuff are like $35-$50.
Oh no.
This is just crazy.
Oh. I'm taking damage.
Oh my god. Hammerhead Best in Show Edition. $725 for a combat heavy weapon gunship. This is just bonkers. This is $725. Woo! Hey, that's some cold hard cash. Alright, well, it's like almost midnight right? Out of here. But I mean, could you imagine dropping a rent payment on a ship, and then 6 months later gets blown up and you got to pay for it again? Because that one ship said it only came with 6 months of insurance, that $400 or that $315 one.
We should totally play this next time.
Give it a try if it's free to play. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's free.
Ship upgrades.
Eight alive.
Holy good God. The Idris E is a $1,500 frigate.
Wow.
Woo! Let's go.
Somebody's got to be nutty to spend that.
That's my house payment and my car payment. Yeah, and if it like I'm sure it like is a crew of like 1 billion people. So if you had like a bunch of people who wanted to fly around in it and
right.
It's an 8-person crew, max crew, minimal crews. So you had 28 people running this thing. So if you had 28 people, so 1,500. It's still $53 a person. You get 28 people to pitch in almost $55. We can buy a 28-person frigate. Oh, this one's slightly bigger. The M. Has less cargo capacity. How does that work? For some reason this one has more cargo capacity, but this one is 10 feet longer. That's weird.
Maybe he doesn't have as much cargo.
I just must have.
Six people left.
I mean, that would be fun. That sounds like fun. Like to fly this thing. Have a whole crew of people. Heavy weapons. A lot more maneuverable than something with heavy armor. Like I like the idea of all this. Like all these stats and all this stuff. 15. So I guess the question would be, which I have no idea. I mean, this ship looks awesome. Like this thing freaking. So there's crew stations and you sleep and has a docking bay for all your other ships. So like if you were a clan or whatever and you bought one of these and you could store a bunch of ships from people, like I could see where that would be awesome. Just like a flying fortress through space.
Jesus, that guy's close.
1,500. Wow. So I guess the real question is, can you buy this in-game with in-game currency too? And how long does that take? Like if 6 months of grinding with 30 people, like just going from planet to planet, picking up jobs and upgrading stuff and reinvesting in the game with in-game currency could buy one of these, that's probably not too bad. It sucks that you could just cheat and buy this right up front. I don't know. I like the idea of this game. Just cannot. Get behind the damn amount of money it costs. And then even like a lot of the people I watch on YouTube are just like, I play this game all the time. I've dumped thousands of dollars into it, but I hate it for every single reason. It's like, what? All right. Well, man, thanks for stopping by and get me on that tangent and rabbit hole. I got another guy at work that wants me to, who's been hinting that I should play it too, and maybe. We'll see. Yep, we'll talk to you later. Have a good night. Anybody else who's watching, listen, mains if you want to watch too. Like I got socials below if you want to check out my Instagram. I don't get Instagram, but I use it now just to promote this channel mostly. YouTube, I have our podcast. So Monday the 13th is our next episode of our podcast, where we just talk about a lot of nerdy things, games, board games, movies, TV shows, whatever the hell we want, really. We just make it up. But 2 hours long, so that's why nobody watches it. But from 9 to 11 Eastern. Tune in for that. Other than that, I'm here most nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, so The Star Wars one? The last one we did was right before New Year's, which was about Star Wars. Well, thank you. I appreciate you watching. They're rough because we're still just trying to figure it out. We've only done a couple. And I plan on, if we continue to do this, which so far we plan on continuing to do it, I am going to set up a little landing page for the podcast, and I'm going to put up the RSS feed for the just audio version. We're trying to teach ourselves to be more conscious to the audio versions once we put them up, and then you'll be able to get on your podcatcher, just listen to them without having to watch them on YouTube. But right now we just do them live, and then the next day or so I put them up with all the notes and the descriptions. I like to try to put the timestamps because they're so long. So if you want to skip to where we're talking about Star Wars, you can just skip to the stamp. All I do is work at work is yeah, I listen to a lot of podcasts too. So anyway, again, appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for the Prime sub tonight. Thanks everybody else who stopped by and said hi. And we'll probably catch you tomorrow.